Of course, cloudy with that. So we said, let's get on with the video, shall we? So of course we got Alexander Sparford by Scania 15352 Lottie and 372 go ahead Poland right Gemini 3 street deck heading down. Also got Alexander Sparford MC 10756 on the arrival and 10755 here waiting to get a green light. So with that said, what bus line transport had on this fine afternoon now, of course, is dry, very cloudy, slightly dull with the grey cloud, and of course with a nice little breeze, of course, that is still quite warmish of late. Let's go have a look. So yeah, apart from 10756 now arriving, we only have one other bus, which is the Alexander Sparford by Scania N230D 5989, which of course I caught that this morning, which sits right here. But of course we also have 10756 going there and 3608 there. So yeah, screen display is malfunctioning on the one side, and that's the Stroud to Cheltenham. Hello Ben, you alright?
Yeah. Why would you have all sorts? Huh?
Coronavirus. Yeah, coronavirus, so I'll keep going. But I'll be at the Caspers.
Will you?
Yes.
Okay.
See you, Ben.
Yeah.
Mate. Yeah, sorry everybody, that was just a buddy of mine that I with all sorts with. $15,880, you could just about see $15,880 just arrived. It's now, of course reallocated from Cheltenham back to Stroud again. It keeps being rotated, $15,880 keeps being rotated around Cheltenham and Stroud alike. 10756 now here. So with all those buses now all accounted for, let's head on to the railway station. So we are on our way to the railway station, and of course we can actually make it right now. I actually moved a little bit faster because we had a green light. So in fact we have green light twice, so things are going well going across the road. Looks like they're actually doing some work over there with one of those things, so that would mean not actually watching trains from that area because there's the van there, and then of course you've got the people doing the work on that little. It's actually a camera system, not a Oh, I just feel like I've got something. So, here's our screen display. We've already got some late trains. Well, two late trains. The 11:40 to Bristol Parkway at platform 4 is expected 12:23, so it's very late and it had to be So they've truncated the service, so it's no longer serving Bristol Temple Meads or past that. And then also at platform 4 is supposed to be the 12:16 to Cheltenham Spa. Platform 2 will be London Paddington service today, but it's now delayed. And hopefully we'll have our 12:22 to Cheltenham Spa, which won't be seen, but we will see our Cardiff Central train at 12:27 and our service to Worcester Foregate Street. But it looks like there's a delay to that Bristol Temple Meads one by approximately 3 minutes. So yeah, very interesting arrangement of trains. And from the sounds of it, we've already got one of the trains here, which of course is a class 197, but don't know how many coaches. 3. It's a 3 coach set, 197, 104, and it's just on the waiting there. But yeah, 12:19 to London Paddington has been delayed. But I'm hoping that they've sorted out that blooming signal now. Because that was what was causing that blooming issue. So yeah, train running 45 minutes late is the service to Bristol Parkway because of course, the fault with other trains that have a knock-on effect. I think that's what I heard over the screen, but here it goes. That's 197. We've got a green light this time. Heading out of Gloucester slowly. So I have no idea why London Paddington service is delayed, but that's going to have a knock-on effect. May have a knock-on effect for the cross-country service to Cardiff Central. I don't know. (12:22) still going to plan. So yeah, I've just heard that the next fast service is the 1319. Yeah, another service is delayed by approximately 9 minutes. So yeah, the next service seen is the 1227 to Cardiff Central. Correction. Says 1219 to London Paddington is now due at 1228. So maybe it's got back to actually being on the screen now. I see not sure if I actually see another train next door. Is that another train there? No, that was just the front of the or back of the service to Cheltenham Spa, which is now in platform 1. Oh, there's another correction. It keeps changing services to Cardiff Central and the London Paddington train. Due to the lateness. So yeah, when the 1222 departs, it'll be the 1219 that the service to London Paddington will depart from. That is heavily delayed, but and that'll mean that the service to Cardiff Central will be as planned in platform 2, but there happens to be a delay of approximately 3 minutes. So all these people are swarming for the London Paddington train that is heavily delayed. It says here that it will now depart from platform 1, but the train itself is going to have to wait for the 1222 to leave Gloucester. But they could have put that train in platform 4 now that there's a humongous gap between that and the 1236 Great Western Railway service to Worcester Foregate Street. Here we go, the 1227 cross country is delayed. Oh, it's due to emergency services being dispatched. Something has happened on the cross-country service. And it's... So it could mean that the train is probably stuck in the centre. All I can say is, blimey hell, there is a lot of things happening that is probably annoying the people trying to get back home to some locations along the line. Yeah, so the heavily delayed Bristol Parkway service is about to arrive, but of course it's due to the delay, it's only stopping at Bristol Parkway only. It just means that people have to change trains at Bristol Parkway. Alexander's and VAR 300 by man 8.240 2244. So it means that that anybody trying to get to Bristol, Temple Meads or Phil and its surrounding areas would have had to change trains at Bristol Parkway for the services to Bristol Temple Meads, to Cardiff Central, to Swindon, London Paddington, and to the north. Oh, there we go. The service to Bristol Parkway was delayed due to a fault in the signalling system, which I still believe there was a fault in the signalling system that stopped 197, 123 departing this morning on time with the service to Cheltenham Spa from Cardiff Central, because it's those lights you can just about see. Yeah, but you never get the Great Western Railway or cross-country services apologising for the late running, like they said in the past when they say you're sorry to announce that the departure to where it goes to is delayed. This is due to the incident, and then saying that they apologise for the late running and the disruption that it causes for your journey today. Never get that anymore, which is actually probably really angering for the fury creating for a lot of the people who are commuting on the trains. But at least it shows their next departures. So 800-033 is on the truncated unlimited stop service from Worcester Foregate Street to Bristol Parkway. So yeah, the delayed Great Western Railway service, 12:06. There it comes. You could see, of course, a train in the background. That's got to be the service to Cheltenham Spa departing. And now there's an even bigger delay for the Platform 1 service. That's now got to be because they have to switch the tracks again. Switching. So, there of course is the Class 800. Of course, it's now loading up, but the thing is, they can't, Great Western Railway can't bother rushing since they're 45 minutes late with that train. So yeah, 12:30 what is now 12:32. So I guess the incident could have happened at Cheltenham Spa station then, or I don't know. But the train is now expected at 12:32, but I cannot basically but I am not have the intention of moving back down there just because things keep changing around. And of course, there's nights and days about 200, and you always have to be more or less ready and willing for trains to arrive and depart at any time now because of all these delays, multiple delays. See if we can spot that. Yeah, it's coming off the line from Cheltenham Spa is the late running service to London Paddington. There is definitely a disturbance in the railway. The 1227's now being called up now. Yeah, so this train has probably so 1244 doesn't really have I can't really hear why they're delayed, but of course we know that there has been a fault in the line for the service to Bristol, and then the first service to Bristol, that is, and then of course the Cardiff Central one is of course an incident, and it's now made the 1227 delayed again to 1234 now. Well, that's where you're getting the... So there's your London Paddington train right in the back there. But yeah, I think the extra delay is, of course, it was to allow the London Paddington one to get to platform 1, so the train to get to platform 2 won't take long. But may stick around because there would be the service to Cheltenham, because there would be the service to Worcester Foregate Street arriving. And over there you can see another cover bus for unavailable single deckers. It's on desk of our 400 boys Scania N230D. God, this is actually holding it to the wire. But I need to keep an eye out because the next train will be moving off soon. I wonder if it'll have a knock-on effect on other trains. I wonder if it'll have a knock-on effect on the Worcester Foregate Street service. I'm sure the cross-country service will have to pass the Class 800. So, the Class 800 is due to depart. Here we go, sounds good, off it goes. After 15 minutes worth of delays. Of nothing but delays. 800 033 heading on the Worcester Foregate Street, to Gloucester Parkway. So whilst that crosses over, this is going to be interesting to see the other trains. There we go, because that train is gone away. It's the service to Worcester Foregate Street has now been delayed to allow that train to go. Still says 12:34 expected for the class 170 on the lightly delayed service to Newport. Sorry, not Newport, Cardiff Central. Oh, another minute's been added on to the delay. But it doesn't really affect, that extra minute won't have much of an effect. Alright, now that delayed train is arriving. Sorry. Right. Now the train will be passing by the Great Western Railway service. It keeps saying delayed, coming, keeps changing up. It makes you want to bash the screen, doesn't it? But it's probably angering people now, but the thing is, the train is now coming. I actually see it. It's on the platform 1 avoid line. So this will be the last arrival and departure trains that you'll see today. Put your hands together for 170, 618 in the cross-country Pride livery, which is basically a couple of little brands on the logos. Not like 170, 113, which is in a full Pride livery over a wrist on it, over a normal, the new cross-country livery. But yeah, so annoying that the train happens to be delayed due to all of this service. As you can see, There's delays all the way to the 11:44 to Bristol, Temple Meads. All the stuff having a knock-on effect. Right. There it goes. That's a pathway exit. Right, so yeah, that wraps up for the trains because of the heavy delays of platform 4s. Trains. So yeah, it is a surprising knock-on effect of trains in the area. And it always goes to show to expect the unexpected when it comes to trains not working at the appropriate times. So Alexander S&R 400 MMC 1052. Of course, we are now going to be seeing our last buses of the morning session, which also means going through the transport hub as well. So we will now go across the road. I did look, so we have 1050. We have Alexander S5 by Scanian 250 UD 15354 Rupert Williams next door, which of course was on number 10s yesterday and is now on 9798. Alexander S5 327 107. And of course Alexander S5 by Scanian 230 UD 15877, which of course is the only other bus here. We also have 15982 also making, no, 5983 arriving last minute. So I have 27905 also making an exit. 15364 Alexander S and bar 400 MMC Scanian 250 UD arriving. So, waiting here. We have a green light so we can get ourselves moving. Then of course we'll be going up here to do the final bits of the session. We will need to go across this road in order to do so. So we got Alexander S about 203 325 right here, waiting to depart on number 9. Alexander Savar 300 number 27 705. And also Alexander Silva 400 MMC by Scanian 250D number 15365 right in front of us. And that bus of course is waiting for number 10 departure in this corner. So that bus is on this crossroads. Got Alexander Silva 300 number 27 centre and 4 on the Gloucester Services staff routes and 15988. Alexander Silva by Scanian to there's UD on there. I'm racing through as well, 27 centre and 8. You also got a couple more Alexander Silva 200 across the corner. So that about wraps it up for the afternoon session. I hope you liked it. So remember, if you like this video, to remember to like, subscribe and to hit that notifications icon so you never miss any future uploads. And also don't forget to look at my news stories on my Bus World 2025 content. Trust me, you've never seen any videos like it. So with that said, thank you for watching my X-Files and I'll see you again next time. Suck it!